True Lies was the most expensive movie ever made when it hit theaters in 1994. James Cameron's action comedy starring Arnold Schwarzenegger pushed every boundary, budget, technology, and pure insanity. But behind the explosions and one-liners lies a production story that's even wilder than the movie itself. Here are 12 facts about True Lies that'll blow your mind harder than that bridge explosion. 1. True Lies was the first movie to cost over $100 million with a final budget of $100 to $120 million. Cameron had to fight the studio tooth and nail for every dollar, especially after Terminator 2's success gave him leverage. To put that into perspective, $120 million in 1994 is about $240 million today. Cameron wasn't just making a movie, he was making a statement about what a blockbuster cinema could be. 2. Arnold Schwarzenegger earned $15 million for True Lies, making him one of the most highest paid actors in Hollywood history at that time. The deal also included a private jet, personal trainer, and bodyguards. But here's the crazy part. Arnold also got a percentage of the profits. When True Lies made over $370 million worldwide, his total earnings were closer to $25 million. Not bad for playing a spy who can't lie to his wife. 3. That incredible Harrier jump jet sequence, Cameron used a real AV-8B Harrier worth $20 million. The Marine Corps lent it to the production, but with strict conditions. No actual weapons, and a Marine pilot had to fly it at all times. The hovering scene outside the hotel window was genuinely shot with the real jet. Jamie Lee Curtis's terrified reaction when she sees it, that's her actual response to being face to face with a military aircraft. 4. Jamie Lee Curtis performed that terrifying helicopter rescue stunt herself. She was actually suspended 100 feet in the air, hanging from a real helicopter with only safety cables protecting her. Curtis said that it was the most terrifying thing she'd ever done as an actress. The crew was so worried about her safety that they had multiple backup plans, but she insisted on doing it for real to sell the authenticity. 5. The Florida Keys bridge explosion used a massive 100-meter long plaster miniature. The miniature was built by Stetson Visual Services and filmed in one take. There was actual stunt work done in the Florida Keys while the bridge explosion was filmed via miniature. They filmed on location at the real 7 Mile Bridge for other scenes, but not the explosion. 6. Tom Arnold's character Gib was largely improvised. Cameron wrote basic scenes, but encouraged Arnold to ad-lib his dialogue, creating some of the movie's funniest moments on the spot. Arnold later said working with Cameron was like controlled chaos. Cameron would set up these elaborate action scenes, then tell Tom to just be funny while million-dollar explosions were happening all around him. 7. The tango scene took 3 weeks to film. Arnold and Tia Carrera worked with professional dance instructors for months, but Cameron shot it like an action sequence, with multiple cameras and precise choreography. Cameron said he wanted the tango scene to feel as dangerous and precise as a sword fight. Every step was planned like a stunt, which is why it feels so intense and romantic at the same time. 8. Bill Paxton's sleazy used car salesman Simon was inspired by Cameron's own encounters with dishonest salesmen. Paxton based the character on every slimy guy who'd ever tried to sell him something. The scene where Arnold terrorizes Simon in the bathroom, Paxton was genuinely intimidated by Schwarzenegger's physical presence. That fear you see is real. Arnold was method acting as a terrifying spy. Nine. Cameron consulted with nuclear physicists to make the atomic weapons in the film scientifically accurate. The terrorist plot wasn't just movie nonsense, it was based on real nuclear security concerns. The Department of Energy actually reviewed the script to make sure Cameron wasn't accidentally teaching people how to build nuclear weapons. Some details were changed for national security reasons. I hope that's what they did also for the Manhattan Project. Do you remember that movie? 10. The horse chase through the Marriott Hotel was filmed in a real hotel that was about to be demolished. Cameron's team built breakaway walls and furniture, and the horse stunts were genuine. Arnold did most of his own horse riding, even though he'd never been comfortable on horses. The stunt coordinators were more worried about the horse's safety than Arnold's. Horses don't understand. Action! Cut! 11. Cameron was going through his own marital struggles during production, and he channeled those experiences into Harry and Helen's relationship. The spy versus housewife dynamic reflected Cameron's workaholic lifestyle. Linda Hamilton, Cameron's ex-wife, later said she recognized a lot of their relationship issues in the movie. Art imitating life, imitating art. It got pretty meta on set. 12. Cameron planned a True Lies sequel for years. Arnold was attached, scripts were written, but 9/11 changed everything. The sequel's terrorist plot suddenly felt too real, and the project was quietly shelved. There was even talk of a True Lies TV series in the 2000s, but nothing materialized. Sometimes the cultural moment for a movie passes, and you can't get it back, no matter what or how much money you throw at it. So there you have it, 12 explosive facts about True Lies that prove this wasn't just an action movie. It was a technological and financial revolution in filmmaking.
I get it.
From record-breaking budgets to death-defying stunts, Cameron and Schwarzenegger created something truly special. If you love deep dives into action movie madness, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. I've got more behind-the-scenes chaos from Hollywood's biggest blockbusters coming your way.